Hello, welcome back. This is my first video of 2024 and I just decided to make this video all about the lessons that I've learned living in Kumasi, Ghana so far. So this video is going to have a lot of don'ts and do's, I guess, and so these are not in any order whatsoever, and I will be reading out from my little notebook. So if you catch me looking down, no disrespect, it just manages to remember what I have to say. Okay, so for me the first thing is a bolt. I don't have a car yet here, so I'm relying so much on public transport and taxis. So Bolt is the cheapest, one of the cheapest way of getting around here. And like the issues, what is as simple as just going on the app and just, you know, picking a location, but it's not always that simple, you know what I mean? But the issues there, one of the major issues I have is that when you order a car to come pick you up, and let's say on the app it'll say like 20 CD or let's say 25 CDs to get to your location. I was like, oh bless. The car come, man, and the taxi driver will look at you and be like, 25 CDs, no, that's not gonna work for me. 40 CDs, that's it. There's no in between. Like 40 CD, but the app says, I was like, do I give a shit about what the app says? I'm saying, I'm the one that's gonna pick you up and drop you up here. I'm the one saying, I'm saying 40 CD. I'm looking at you. You're not 25 CD worth, bruv. You're 40 CD. I was like, huh? Uncle, I'm from Africa. Aren't we brothers and sisters? We are best friends. It's just so annoying that they have the audacity to change the price, even though what the app says like is lower. And I feel like it's because Bolt always gives the cheapest price, and I feel like it doesn't favor the drivers sometimes. But how is that my problem? If you have an issue, go call Bolt and deal with it. Don't come and start querying me about what the price is and what it shouldn't be, please. I am not in the mood, okay? And the second thing too is that, like, I feel like the Bolt app really have like a weird issue. Like, let's say when a driver picks you, because apparently I was about to start blasting Bolt drivers, but after speaking to other Ghanaian people that I know of here, they're like, yo, that's not the drivers, that's the app. So apparently when a Bolt driver chooses you, it doesn't necessarily show like how far you are from them in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but on the app, like, let's say the driver will be like, let's say when you get a driver, will be like around 5 minutes away, right? And then 5 minutes have gone past, it's still saying 5 minutes. So I feel like the accuracy of the app and GPS is really, really poor. So if you have somewhere to be and you are on the app and you think you're gonna be there in 10 minutes, it's a lie. It's a big lie. So, So I feel like give yourself a good 30 minutes heads up when you're going to a place, because it's better for you to be there early than be there late. So yeah, so we're moving on to the next one. The next one is hairdressers. Hairdressers. In Kumasi, you see how my voice is breaking? That's past trauma. That is past trauma for you, because hairdressers in Kumasi will really screw you over. Like, it will screw you over again and again and again. Okay, so like, don't get me wrong, the pricing is making sense. Like for me, I pay for my braids for like 70 CDs, 80 CDs at most. That's it. Don't get me, the price is making sense. But you see the style, and you see the technique of them braiders, you start to ask yourself, now I know why you're cheap. Because it really bamboozled like I'm bamboozled every time on why when I go to hairdressers and someone that have natural hair, they don't know how to do it. Like, they're washing my hair, like asking me better questions like why am I giving them the trouble of having natural hair? That I could have just put more relaxer and phew, the problem is gone. And I'm like, excuse me, but this is your hair in a natural state. Like, I feel continent like Africa, I feel like everyone should know. Like, I don't know how the hairdressers qualification or requirement is. Everybody should know how to handle natural hair at most. But it's not even just that. It got to the point whereby I experienced it once of them blow drying and like treating my natural hair, and I learned my lesson real quick. The migraine and like the sleepless nights made me learn my lesson real quick. So the next time I went, I decided, you know what, screw that, I'm gonna just blow dry my natural hair by myself, and I will just braid it. But the thing that you need to watch out also is that the braid styles that you are achieving in the UK might not be like as neat and precise as you can get it in this cheaper salons area. You need to understand, like, I came in there with the requirement of, yeah, like, I want it braided, I want to leave some in the end, I want it to be curly. You need to be very precise, because your curly is not your curly. My curly was, I wanted it to be braided by hand and dipped in the water. Their curly is that they will put it in a curl rod and dip it in water, and it's like you need to be so precise and attentive in what you're saying every step of the way. If you feel like they're doing a bad job, or you feel like something does not feel like normal, get out your phone, because most of the salons there, they'll probably braid your hair outside, or maybe or even if they do it inside, most places don't have mirrors. That's another red flag. If a hair salon don't have a mirror like you can look at all the time, that's a red flag. Even if it's a portable one that they can hand you to, like, you know, have a look at your hair while they're getting it done, it's a big red flag. So I always have my phone camera on all the time, so I can be able to look at what they're doing and stuff. I think also it would be very good if this is style, because for me, I find that every time I go to the hairdressers and I show them a picture of what I've already done before in the UK, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that again here, straight away, if the hairdressers look at the picture and be like, yeah, I can do it, that's a red flag, because she didn't even look at it. She didn't even look at it. I don't know what she's looking, but she's not looking at it well. Because a number of times it's like they are so overly confident that they just want someone in their shop. They just want that piece, that they are not even looking at the job at hand. So you keep that in mind. I feel like at most, like, if they're not a busy salon, they normally have like those heads that they practice like braiding and weave and whatever on. If you got time and confidence, tell them to mimic the style you want on them, on that hair. If it's what you want, then you need to find a way. Like, I feel like there should be a way for you to be 100% guaranteed that what you show them is what you're gonna have. Because most of the time, just keep in mind, your hair will come out Ghanaian way. Like, it will come out with their own version, like the hairdresser's version of it. So yeah, don't get your feelings hurt out here. Okay, and also hair extensions. So when you're doing braids, normally, even in UK and Nigeria, we always use expression. Expression is number one. Abby, not like, sorry, I saw a fly. Hey, anyway, expression is number one. Here, everywhere is darling. I don't know, this is my first time ever doing hair with darling, but you see this darling, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. I don't have to explain it. Like, the extension is so, like, it doesn't hold. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, when you do curly hair, or like, I don't know, or just the way it looks. It's like it doesn't slap like expression. They do have expression here, but it's really hard to find, and it's freaking more than double the price of Darling, which doesn't make sense to me because Nigeria is next door. It's not like Nigeria is far. Nigeria is just one country in between Ghana, so I don't know why one country or two country, me itself, I don't know. So like, why is it so expensive? But yeah, like, I'm missing expression so much. I feel like the next brace I'll do, I'm definitely going to use expression, and you see the difference. Like with Darling, like, you have your hair for like a month and it look like you've had it for 3 months just because it doesn't hold shape. That's a big problem. But yeah, you need to keep that in mind, because God is in Africa does not mean you have its ability. You don't have access to expression. So yeah. Okay, so once again, I'm speaking in my own experience. But the same way how people always say, oh, Ghanaian people are so humble, they're so nice and so gentle. I had a situation where I'm living right now whereby something went really wrong in the apartment complex, and I was like, we need to speak up about this. Like, this is not right. This is not what we're paying our money for. We need to say something. Maybe it's the people that I'm living, but I found out real quick that Ghanaians are a bit of pussies. They're just a tiny bit, okay? But the thing is that if something is bothering you, or something doesn't suit your taste, or like something is it's not right for you, rather than them to speak up, they'll rather just hold it in. They'll rather just be like, it's nothing, no, it's okay, it's nothing. So we were having issues with our water. We had a water container thing, and it stopped working, and this man, please regard, like, the price that we're paying for this apartment is expensive, and this man had the audacity to think it is okay for us that's paying so much for this apartment to get buckets and go downstairs and start fetching water. If I wanted to fetch water, why am I paying like 1,000 plus for an apartment, please? Like, make it make sense. It's not making sense, is it? And it's like, you are like, this apartment, it's not like small kids live here. Like, there's big people living here, and this, because of this situation and because nobody wanted to speak out, you get this big men out here with buckets, and women too going to fetch water. Like, what for? I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, but this is not what I signed up for. No. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna speak out. You see me? I'm gonna be the voice of reason. You get? How that backfired on me. So I went up to group chat and I was like, I don't think it's right for us to go fetch water. Water is our human rights. We're paying so much to have water in this apartment. Therefore, we should have water, and that's on period. Okay, I didn't put that on period, but you get where I'm coming from. After putting this, keep in mind, I didn't text you to, because I want you to connect to the concern that is bothering my heart. I did video call, not video, voice recording. Guess how many people said something back? Not even like, okay, or like, oh yeah, I'm with you, or anything. Guess how many people? Are you finished guessing? 0. Number 0. Nobody. And the other thing is that WhatsApp, you can view the people that have seen and actually played your voice notes. So every single one of you listened to it, and nobody said nothing. Everybody decided, you know what, no, I'm just gonna carry on fetching water. I'm okay with that. And I got so pissed off to the extent that I was like, you know what, this ain't right. And I remember I spoke to my mother about this, and she was like, you know, I need to be understandable, you know, it's Africa, you know. I was like, no, I'm sorry, no. It's high time we need to start holding people accountable if we want to make Africa any better than this. I'm sorry, but I'm not accepting it. Especially for the price I'm paying. No, no, I'm not fetching water, love. No. But anyways, that issue has been solved. But that's why I learned the hard way that here, don't be looking for a cheerleader or someone to back you. There isn't any. So if you want to speak about something, you need to be firm, and you need to know you're like 99.9% you're on this by yourself. So if you're gonna do it, you need to know like you can't be swayed easily. If you have something to say it with your chest. Okay? Alright, moving on to the next one. Okay, and my next one is English. Like, I don't expect everybody here in Kumasi to speak fluent English, but I did expect some understanding. That being said, compared to when I came here around like 5-6 years ago, the English is still the same. Like, I've never been in a country so much that pride themselves in their language and in their identity like this. Like, they don't, like most of the places whereby I'm like, yeah, I don't understand what you saying, I only speak English, they'll be like, why? Like, you're in Kumasi, like if you don't, you need to learn how to speak Tree. Because if you don't know how to speak Tree, me, I don't understand what's going on. And I'm like, this is all I got right now. This is all I got. Okay? But yeah, you need to understand it's close to rare to hard to find someone that speaks English. And it's either you get two options at this point. Either they speak English and they don't understand that well, or you have to speak very slow to them in order for them to understand, or they understand so good but they don't know how to speak whatsoever. So you need to be very patient and very understanding to that, because it's not like Accra whereby a lot of people do speak English. This is more they focus so much in the local language more than anything else, so you need to keep that in mind. And the next one on my list is public transport. I talked about the boat drivers, don't get me wrong, but public transport in terms of the truck drivers, I don't know what you call it. I call them truck, but you know the yellow vans, it's not normally yellow, but it's like cream color. You know the vans that have like bare seats inside. Yeah, if you ever want to use that as a public transport, yeah, you really need to be careful. Like, it's not like the same buses that you see in the UK family. Like, that's different. Okay, this public transport, yeah, you're gonna get hurt one way or the other. Like, getting in and out of the buses is a sport. You really need to take your time, because if you're not careful, you will fall, or you will either hit your head on the top rail of the bus, and you do not want that. So as for me, I don't understand tree that much. So I'm taking my time. You can be insulting me, but if I don't understand what you're saying, then I do not care. I'm taking my time, because I have seen people fall, like not just like tripped over, no, full on fall heads up, like grown ass women falling over because of the trust, because they don't like, because they are like, they don't want to put, how will I say this, like they know people are waiting on them and they don't want to be like, oh, they're stalling the bus, so they'll just sacrifice themselves just so they can get out the bus quickly. Be careful, because at the end of the day, when you're limping, where are those people? Like, you don't even know them, so why worry about what, like how others will perceive you? Worry about yourself, because it's not like you can fall and call 999, yo. You will fall and you'll limp home. So please be very careful. Like, I don't mean like take 20 minutes to get off, but I mean just be cautious. If you take like a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, do so, because your body is important. Okay? Okay, the next point is restaurants. So when you're going out to eat here, I don't know if it's just Kumasi or just the whole of Ghana, but the thing is that the menu is a decoration. What did I say? It's a decoration. Because most of the time they'll hand you a menu and you're there like, wow, they have so many options. That's a lie. That is a big lie. Because out of the whole menu, the only available stuff are like 2 things. So you'll be there picking, oh yeah, I want this. Oh, I want that. Oh yeah, I want this. You spend like 10 minutes planning your whole meal, yeah, to have someone come to you and be like, oh, me pachel, sorry, we don't have that. So yeah, you really need to learn. So it's like, for me, what I find helpful is that when you go to a restaurant and hand you the menu, just kindly ask them, what do you have? Because me and you know I'm wasting my time looking at this menu. So what do you have? You tell me what you have and I'll go from there. So yeah. Okay, so my next point is local businesses. In terms of like, from my experience, I had a big issue with the capitals around here. Like when I decided to move into my apartment, I really wanted to support the local businesses here and get like stuff like the sofa, the drawers and the wardrobe made from them, just because like, you know, you should support local businesses, I guess. So I learned my lesson real quick. And the thing is that it's not like no one wanted me. Somebody wanted me, but I was like, you know what, we need to support the people, because I feel like these are the skills that I feel like that are just being lessened every year, just because people don't find real value in them. Anyways, tell me why this sofa that I've got here took like 2 months for them to make it. 2 months. Every day we'll call this man is saying that we don't have the leg for the sofa, so we just need to wait. I was like, okay, 2 weeks, and the cushion for the sofa we don't have. A month later, and actually it's not me that makes it, it's somebody that I pay for to come and make it, and he's on holiday. So as much as it's really nice to help local businesses, you need to understand their time management, and being very efficient is non-existent. It does not exist. It does not exist. And also the quality of the product, I found out in the hard way that they will make stuff to their taste. Like, I can show you so much reference pictures and show you even so much videos and even draw stuff out for you, but you'll come out and make it the way that you want. As if it's going, is it going in your house? No, it's going in my own. But you are telling me what is nice and what is not nice. Like, what's your problem? Anyways, keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm gonna finish it up with a positive note. Okay, very positive one. The most thing I've learned so far living in Kumasi is that Kumasi people are kind. Like, it shocked me as a Nigerian on how kind they are. Like, like the kindness even puzzled. Like, I'm puzzled by it. So like, I will get in a taxi and I will sometimes give them like too much money, 10, like let's say 10 CD, and let's say to go to a place I'm going only costs 4 CD. You know what I mean? And it's like, as a Nigerian, and as someone that's been to Nigeria so many times, it's so easy for someone to be like, yeah, it's 10 CD, and they'll just keep the money. But it's like the taxi drivers, they'll give me all my change, like too precise, and they'll be like, oh no, that you gave me too much, that if I want to go to this place or this place, that it's only cost 4 CD or 5 CD, that, you know, that I'm giving them too much money. And I'm like, you're too kind, you know? They're so kind. And like when I'm in a truck too, and mate is like because I haven't seen any maid that speaks English. The maid should be like probably bug, like I don't know what he's saying, but it's probably, most of the time he's asking me where I'm going or how much I have to bring or something, and I'm there like I don't know what he's saying. And I'm surrounded by people that are so kind that just a random man or woman next to me will translate to me what he's trying to say, and then I'll be able to understand what's going on. But it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm trying my hardest to pick up the tree as I go along, but it is hard. It is so hard. But yeah, we're getting there. And I feel like the more lessons I'm learning from living here, the more skills I'm gaining. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so this is to end it. I know this video is not perfect. Man's not out here glammed up and looking like, but I was like, you know what? This channel ain't about that. It's not about that. It's about, you know, passing on wisdom and just showing you good places and showing you what I do and things like that, things that I'm learning and my failures, my success, everything. So yeah, even if I'm in my home clothes filming this video, it doesn't matter. It's what I'm saying that matter. What is coming out of my mouth is what is important. Okay, so yeah.